Today we're going to be talking about the best guns to use, the best loadout to use within Deadrop. Right now we have just over a handful of weapons within Snapshot 5. Some of them are fully rendered within the game, meaning that they have actual textures, actual skins, and some of them still have to be worked on. I'd imagine by Snapshot 6 they are going to be fully completed. These guns I'm talking about include like the double barrel shotgun, the LMG, and the guns that we have fully fleshed out and fully finished are like the sniper rifle, the SMG, the AR, as well as the DMR. So I expect us to see a lot of these other weapons to be fleshed out within Snapshot 6 and maybe even another weapon or two being added, because obviously these weapons that are in the game right now aren't the final weapons that are going to be coming out. We're obviously going to be having a lot more weapons, a couple more grenades, because all we have right now is a smoke grenade. Which, quick tip here I guess, is the smoke grenade is really useful. If you're not finding yourself using it at all, definitely carry it around. If you see one, pick it up, because say you kill somebody and you want to loot their bag and you have a smoke grenade, don't just loot them without using that smoke grenade first. Make sure you throw a smoke grenade on their body, but that's a tip for another video. Talking about the best weapons that you can use though within Deadrop right now, I'm going to be talking about two weapons right now that if you have a bunch of these, use them. If you see these around the ground, pick them up, maybe even take a bunch of them out with you, try and stockpile a bunch. Like for example, I have about 28 of the first weapon that I'm going to be talking about, and I have, I think, 40 of the second weapon that I want to be talking about here. So with that being said, I really don't care if I lose them, and I can drop into the game with both of these weapons in hand. And if I die, it doesn't really mean anything. But that being said, you can just drop in and practice with these weapons as much as you possibly want till you get very good with them, especially the second weapon that I'm going to be bringing up. And you might be scratching your head with what I'm about to say for these two weapons, but in my opinion, they are easily the best weapons to use in Deadrop right now combined with each other. Obviously, you're not going to be wanting to use only one of these. They will still be deadly on their own, but both of them combined in hand are going to be incredible to use within Deadrop, and you are going to find yourself winning more gunfights and winning more games, especially at the long range and the close range. With that being said, the two weapons that I want to be talking about that you should be using more within Deadrop are the SMG as well as the sniper rifle. Now, don't click off this video just yet and go start using them. Hear me out, right? You're not going to be wanting to use these weapons as naked, and I want to tell you guys the best attachments that you guys could be using, and some attachments that you will find pretty useless for these weapons, so you don't find yourselves dropping in using fully kitted out weapons of both of these classes and then ending up losing the attachments, because some of the attachments will actually hinder your weapon and some of them are actually useless. So behind my reasoning for using these two weapons is the submachine gun is all around, in my opinion, the best gun in this game. I love playing aggressive, I love playing in people's faces, and hip firing is very viable within this game. The SMG has one of the best hip fire spreads in this game, even as a base model. Without a laser on the gun, it has easily one of the best hip fire spreads. If you're going to find yourself using a laser, the red laser is okay. I wouldn't use the red laser. I mean, I would use the red laser over a base, but if you can, use a green laser. You don't really need the blue laser. The blue laser gives you the tightest hip fire spread, the red gives you the least tight, and the green laser is right in the middle of both. I definitely recommend using the green laser if anything, because you don't want to drop in and absolutely lose your blue laser if you do lose a gunfight and have someone steal it from you. But with that being said, hip firing with this weapon and even bunny hopping around corners with this weapon is unbelievably good, right? So if you find yourself playing as an aggressive playstyle, you're an aggressive player and you like to rush people, if you see someone right in the distance, you're obviously not going to beeline straight down towards them, running a straight line. You want to have map awareness, and you want to be able to know the different routes that you can take to be able to get up to them and finish them off. But that being said, when you do approach your enemy and you do get close to them, when you do bunny hop around that corner and you're within fist distance of punching them, even though there is no punching in the game, you know what I mean, the submachine gun is going to be your best friend. All right, the attachments that I want to tell you guys to use for this is for the barrel. You don't necessarily need a barrel. Basically what the barrel does in this game is it increases your bullet velocity. You're not going to be using this gun a lot at long range. You're going to be using it at close range, so the barrel doesn't really matter. If you have a lot to spare, obviously go for the 4x barrel, but that's just a waste in my opinion. If anything, the 2x barrel or maybe even just the 1x barrel are going to be very viable for this gun. But like I said, you don't even really need a barrel. For the magazine, if you have a lot of these and you can drop in with them, definitely bring the magazine. The SMG is one of the guns where the magazine really does improve the gun. Like for example, for the AR, if you're using an extended mag on it, you're only going to go up from 30 to 45 bullets, where I believe on the SMG, you're going to be going up from 30 to 60 bullets. So you're basically doubling your magazine capacity just off of one attachment, meaning if there's a third party trying to finish you off, or maybe you use a little bit too much ammo in the first gunfight, that extended mag is definitely going to help you out a lot to be able to finish more people with one clip, obviously. So if you have it, use the extended mag, but if you're able to escape and evacuate right after a gunfight, you don't really need it, but I definitely do recommend bringing an extended mag on the SMG over most other weapons within the game. The stock is going to really help you out as well. With this weapon though, you're not going to be aiming down sights as often as most other weapons though, so the stock isn't really that useful to go with the 4 times. If anything, I'd go for a 3, maybe even a 2. The 2 times will serve you very well in terms of the stock. And then going on to the sight, you really don't need a sight on this SMG. In my opinion, the SMG has the best iron sights in the game. Everyone's going to say the sniper has the best iron sights. I have to agree, the sniper has very good iron sights, but you're never going to be using the sniper at insane close range, right? Like, even if you are, you can just quick scope them pretty easily with the scope on it, and you can't really take attachments off of guns yet. So for that reason and that reason alone, you really don't need a sight on the SMG. If you want to use a sight, definitely go with the 2 times optic. I would not recommend using anything above that. The 3 times is pretty good, but like I said, you're going to be using this gun at close range only. As if for the weapon mod, whatever you do not use the weapon mod on this gun. Basically what the weapon mod does is increases your hipfire spread, increases your fire rate, increases your recoil, and increases your damage. You don't really want that for the SMG. The SMG already has an insane fire rate and doesn't really have that much recoil to begin with. So you might be saying it could be incredible to use it on this, but no, it really isn't. I don't recommend using it whatsoever on this gun. If there is a gun that you want to be using the weapon mod on, it's definitely going to be the DMR because you have a faster fire rate. Now let's talk about the sniper, because there's really only a couple attachments that you should be using on the sniper. The rest of them are just a waste. All right, so the sniper has the highest damage output out of any gun in the game. It's going to be your best friend because we have something close range, being the SMG, to run and gun in people's faces, and now we have something to be able to get us kills from all the way across the map. So you'll be able to get kills in front of you as well as kills far away from you, being able to maximize your kill output and your kill potential within every Deadrop game that you get into. That being said, the only attachments that I would really recommend bringing on your sniper rifle are going to be a sniper scope. Of course, if you don't have a sniper scope, use a 4 times. They're going to be, I want to say, almost identical, but the sniper scope is obviously superior for getting kills all the way across the map, as you have that pinpoint dot right in the center, whereas the 4 times optic is like an oval, a sideways oval in your scope. So it's just a lot easier to use the sniper scope, especially at long range. And the only other attachment that you really need to use on a sniper is, if anything, a 3 or a 4 times barrel. Like I said earlier, the barrel increases your bullet velocity. So the only gun that the bullet velocity is really going to matter with is going to be the sniper, because if you see someone all the way across the map and you want your bullet to just beeline straight across the map instead of falling off and dropping down, you're going to want to have a nice barrel on top of your sniper. The sniper stock, or even just any other stock for that matter, doesn't really matter. It just decreases your recoil. You're not going to be finding yourself having too much recoil, because after you shoot, you have to cock the sniper back anyways, so you don't really need that. And if you're confident with it, you'll be able to get the kill off of 1 or 2 shots anyways. The laser could be considered very good for the sniper, but you could just quick scope as well. I mean, no scoping hip fire shots are pretty decent, I guess, with the sniper. You can find yourself getting some hip fire kills with it, but in my opinion, it's just better to use that blue or green laser on something more viable at close range, such as the SMG. And as for the extended mag, the sniper, the only extended mag that you can use for the sniper is going to be the sniper extended mag, so you really can't use it on anything else, so you can't go wrong with using it. But if you only have like 1 or 2, I wouldn't really use it, because there's no point at the end of the day. Like, don't quote me on this, but I know for a fact that you have 5 shots within the sniper. I think with the extended mag, it takes it up to maybe 7 or 8. If it takes it up to 10, then that would be incredible, but there's really not that much of a point of using the extended mag on a sniper, because how often are you really going to run into 5 enemies all side by side running with each other at long range? If they're close range, you're going to want to switch to your SMG, of course, but if they're running up the sky bridge and you're on top of crane, you're really never going to see 5 people running in a straight line to the point where you're going to have to need all 5 of those shots, right? Like, most situations, you're just going to be taking 3 shots, maybe 4, and then reloading the sniper. The only other situation that I can see this being useful for is being able to have more ammo in the sniper. I'm not sure if it works works like this, I actually should probably test this out, is if you have a sniper already with no ammo in your inventory and you spawn in, you will already bring 5 bullets in. It could be the case where if you have the extended mag on, you'll be able to bring more ammo in without needing to bring more ammo, if you know what I mean. So say you're able to hold 10 bullets in the sniper and you don't bring any reserve ammo in your inventory and you have that extended mag on your sniper, it could be a possibility that you are able to bring all 10 of those bullets into the map without needing to bring reserve ammo. That would be one of the best case scenarios in terms of why you would want to use that magazine. But that is pretty much the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I hope you do find the sniper useful. The sniper is the most enjoyable gun to use. It has a pretty nice reload sound, a pretty nice shot sound when you do pull the trigger. And this combo right here is going to serve you guys very well within Deadrop. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video if you did find it informative. And stick around because I'm going to be posting a lot of Deadrop content on this channel all the way up until release and even after release. So stick around for that and stay tuned, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.